Okay, we've already done some demolition, so if you want to pull in really close, I can show you what's going on, what we've seen as far as damage. This post here has a lot of water in it, and now you can see the mold that's growing in there. This is starting to really decay, so this has to be rebuilt. This is all from moisture penetration from above. And if you come over this way and you take a look at the beam up here, this beam is a supporting structure for the steel stairs that are in place. You can see that we've supported the stairs. They've been disconnected. This beam here is going to have to be replaced. And what I'll do is I'll take you upstairs and I'll show you what the issue is. We've removed the railing. We've removed some of the deck surface, so you can kind of see what damage has happened on this. So come on in. This is what's happened. So there's the tile. This is a hardy board here, which is an improper application. I don't see any waterproofing here at all. There's the plywood tongue and groove substrate, and there's our joist. So if you want to come this direction, you can see what happens to the damage down there, which is the glue lam that we've exposed. So I'm going to take you down to that far corner. Okay, so I just want to show you what kind of fix Westbrook Restorations gets into for your home. And I want to show you this glue lam. The end of this glue lam is completely rotted out here. And this is what can happen when an exterior deck like this is not properly waterproof. Okay, we want to give you an update of what's going on here on this project. And you can see we removed the rotten beam that you saw on the last segment, and we supported the deck with a support wall down here. And so come on upstairs and we'll show you what's going on up there. Alright, so if you pan down this direction, you can see that we've taken the old rotten beam out. You saw that we supported the deck. We took out all of the tile, the substrate, and the old plywood, exposed and cleaned up the joists. You can see that we've installed our new tongue and groove plywood here. And you can also see behind me against the wall, we've taken all the shingles out so we can begin prepping for our flashing. Our next step is going to be to take out the door, so we've put in a flashing pan. Okay, I want to show you some of the framing that we've put back in, so come on in. Alright, last time you saw that the beam was removed, now you see this new beam. This is 3 microlams. Microlams are 1 3/4 inches. These happen to be 18 inches deep. There's 3 of them together, which minimizes deflection, 31 feet long. You can see that we've also put in our hangers, and our joists have been planed out to the outside edge of our fascia. Okay, so we're down below this deck restoration, and I want you to take a look up. You can see that we've installed our new beam, and you can see the joist hangers. The joists have been planed out to the outside of the beam. And if you come to this outside out here and take a look, what you see right there is this is Windsor 1 2x material. It's very expensive, but I like to use it because it's straight and it's pre-primed. It's really great material for this type of application. And so this just gives you an idea of where we're at with reframing this deck restoration. So you can see some of the finish work that we've done on the post. Remember this rotten post? We've rebuilt it, put it all back together properly, caulked it, ready for paint. So if you follow me, you'll see all of this finish work that's done around the beam. On the last segment you saw, the beam was exposed. We've actually waterproofed it, put all of our finished material on here. Again, this is all Windsor 1 material, all cut to fit, back caulked. If you want to take a look at also the soffit, it's all put back together with a vertical grain cedar, tongue and groove, just like it was existing, with the vent system for venting the floor cavity. If you come this direction, you'll also see, if you come back on the outside out here and take a look at our fascia buildup, originally what you saw was the first piece of fascia that we had out here. Well, here's how it's all built back together. You can see where the gutter line is now, and I'll take you upstairs and show you the gutter from above and see how that all is tied in with the waterproofing. Okay, Brian's taking care of the videotaping, so he's going to show the gutter here, where the gutter is tied into the tile. So we've installed the tile. You originally saw the plywood. Underneath the tile is a waterproof system. There's an epoxy grout and a epoxy fin set, so this won't go anywhere. Okay, so the flashing here overlaps the gutter, and there is no opportunity for any water infiltration. I also would like for you to focus on the foot plates. This is a stainless steel foot plates with a threaded hole for a bolt to go down, with the foot plate of the railing to sit. If you come up over here, you'll see some of the railings that have already been done, and stainless steel screws. There's shims in here. This is completely solid, and that's how these are done, to keep the railings out of any penetration through the deck whatsoever. So we have a membrane here that is now unobstructed with any bolts through it. Okay, when rebuilding this, I want to show you some of the features of the door. The door was removed and reinstalled. Underneath the door there's a flashing pan, which it ties into all of the flashing behind the base tile. You can see a little bit of base tile there. And below the door threshold, we've installed a piece of AZAC PVC material, because this is a high moisture application. We've also installed the exterior trim, which is back caulked. It has a sticky back waterproofer. It's been caulked. There's a piece that we have made that goes over this entire system here, so that there's no opportunity for any penetration here. If there is, this is all flashed. It all goes down. It's all above the waterproofing. And okay, this is a hunk of our belly band. Again, this is a Windsor 1 material. You can focus in and see our joinery here, which is designed to fit with this wall receptacle, and it helps us with keeping water out by creating overlap joints. And I'll show you how this fits. This belly band is going to fit over the tile. Of course, everything's going to get back caulked, this tile base. It's going to slide in to there. This has still got to be cleaned up here, but it kind of gives you an idea of the time that's spent in providing high quality in these high water applications. Over this, there's going to be a piece of flashing. That flashing gets caulked in. There's also back caulking done down here. So again, with driving wind, you're not getting wind into all this. And of course, everything is back waterproofed as well, in case there is a remote possibility of having any kind of penetration. We're still completely protected. Everything is layered, from the waterproofing to the tile to the flashing to the waterproofing to the woodwork, the flashing, and then finally all of the shingles. Alright, so this is the last segment on our deck here, and you can see the finished product behind us. Let's go and take a look at some of the final features. Okay, you've already seen a shot of this, but you can see we've completed the railing, we've taken down the tarp, the superstructure of the tarp, cleaned up the project, so you can see how everything flows together. And let's go upstairs and take a look. Okay, so we're at the top of the stairs. I want to come on in up on the deck, take a look at the completed tile, take a look at the railing that ties in everywhere. I've shown you how the tile ties into the, or the railing ties into the tile. But what I mostly want to show you is our completed wall. And you can see where we have a tile base, we have our belly band installed, all backhauled. You can see the bevel around these receptacles. All the shingles have been reweaved. We've caulked everywhere. We've face caulked and back caulked so that we can have a final product here which is ready for paint and enjoyment for years to come. Okay, I want to thank you for going through this project with us from start to finish, and we hope you've enjoyed this and have found it informative, and we hope to see you on the next project. Thank you.